Hello everyone and welcome to my Magic 2015 top 10 cards. Before starting off with the list, there's a few honorable mentions, in no particular order. Talrand Sky Summoner, this one's very powerful in a spell heavy deck, generating tons of Drake tokens, and if he goes unanswered, he will take over the game very quickly. Runescar Demon is probably the best black creature, being able to look for any card in the deck, as well as having a 6/6 flyer, is very powerful and works very well in reanimation strategies. Kiln Fiend is the 2-drop you want to see in the burn deck, that's usually blue and red, being able to make him unblockable and even use flashback spells to pump him up makes this one very lethal. Goblin Rebel Master is also a very powerful aggressive card and can finish a game on his own, although he does need a little help to get through. Cultivate is the best ramp card in the game by far, being able to look for a land of a different color even, and for an additional land to put into play is very powerful and makes this one an honorable mention as well. Palaka Worm is another great reanimation target and stabilizes the board like no other card can. Being able to gain 7 life when he enters a battlefield and draw a card when he dies means you will always get some value with Palaka Worm. The Trilands also deserve a mention as they make 3 or more color decks possible. And Rox Warmonk is probably one of the most powerful creatures out of the expansion, a 3/4 with lifelink that dies to very few removal spells and can dominate the board at an early stage, also deserves a mention. Alright, now it's time for our top 10, and coming in at number 10 is Wall of Omens, a 0/4 defender that draws a card when it enters a battlefield, makes for a very good blocker in the early stages of the game, preventing a lot of damage from aggressive decks and not even dying to most sweepers. So this one definitely deserves to be on our top 10. Coming in at number 9 is Beastmaster Ascension, the card that makes all token decks scary as it can finish a game out of nowhere. At number 8 we have Brimaz, King of Oreskos. Much like Rox Warmonk, he dominates the board in the early stages and is still very relevant in the late game, but only requires 1 color to be cast, and he also happens to work very well with the Convoke mechanic that makes all the token decks even more powerful. Coming in at number 7 we have another mythic rare from the Theros plane, and that's Stormbreath Dragon, being able to attack for 4 on turn 5 right away, threatening to become monstrous and deal even more damage, and having protection from white, which is actually quite relevant, dodging removal spells like Reprisal and being able to attack into a Baneslayer Angel makes Stormbreath Dragon a number 7 on our list. The title for best red creature goes to Inferno Titan at number 6. He's the only Titan of the original cycle that's still present in the game, and as soon as he enters the battlefield he will make his presence felt. The title for best removal spell in the game goes to Ground Assault at number 5. Being able to take care of almost any creature in the late game for just 2 mana makes this a lot more efficient than its counterparts in black, and also makes it a non-conditional removal spell, which most of the others aren't, so definitely deserves to be on our top 10 list. Speaking of removing creatures, at number 4 we have Planar Cleansing, which not only removes creatures but also all non-land permanents, and this is a very fearsome card that you should always be aware of. Unlike Planar Cleansing, Anger of the Gods can deal with aggressive starts and can still sweep up a lot of creatures in the late game, also exiling creatures that would otherwise be annoying and come back from the graveyard. Anger of the Gods deserves to be our 3rd card in our list. Coming in at number 2 we have Baneslayer Angel. With removal being as scarce as it is, this creature can stabilize almost any board, win almost any race, kill almost any opponent. Given that the other contenders for best creature in the game are either demons or dragons, the title goes to Baneslayer Angel. This leaves us with a non-creature spell at number 1. I'll give you some time to think about it. Maybe think about it again. And there we go, it's Think Twice. Being able to gain card advantage at instant speed, having flashback, and being an all-around awesome card, Think Twice is my #1 best card in Magic 2015. This concludes my top 10 best cards in Magic 2015. Do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments. I want to thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a nice day.